Hello and welcome to Week 5 of the Super Sluggers Association, a game between our Noah Knights and the Henry
You.
Wilds.
Boo!
This is looking to be a real fine match between two Central Division opponents, the Noah Knights at 4-0 and the Henry Wilds at 3-0, both in the Central Division. So the winner of this game will take the lead in the division and potentially the lead overall in the league. Starting off for the Wilds, we have pitching is Dry Bones. Pitching to Red Paratroopa. Red Paratroopa is going
What
to
the fuck?
ground
I didn't get to choose
out.
two maps.
I just chose your maps from last time.
Oh, okay.
Green Paratroopa now. Green Paratroopa, 280 hitter. I said Dry Bones pitching. Dry Bones, a 6.3 ERA, so a nice mark. He's pitched 10 innings this year in 3 games. Luigi now up to the plate. Luigi, excellent at getting on base this year. And he will continue to do so. A 792 hitter hits that one right up the middle. Critter now. Critter just 2 home runs on the year. Yeah.
Pardon?
That ball sent to the outfield. That caught.
This map is really good for you.
Yes, sir.
We've got Stalin pitching now for the Noah Knights into Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is going to send that to deep left, and that on the first pitch is a home run. Didn't even get time to talk about the pitcher. As Donkey Kong, a 625 hitter, will hit his 5th home run of the year.
Of the year?
Of the season. Pitching today is going to be Stalin, a 12.46 ERA. Now it's going to be King Kong. King Kong, just a 313 hitter, 1 double on the year, as that's going to get past the second baseman into the outfield for a single. Of course, 3 main pitchers here for the Noah Knights. We have Stalin into Luigi into King K. Rool. Beyond that, the outfield is in trouble, as that is going to be a fly ball to left field caught by Green Paratroopa. That will bring up Sands. Sands a 400 hitter. Henry a TikTok viewer.
I am not watching TikTok.
Noah a TikTok viewer. Holy shit, Riley's in the call?
Riley's in the call.
The fuck, Riley? You haven't said one fucking word to me in like 4 months.
Oh. Hi.
Forgot you even existed. No, you do. You're the coach of the Henry Wilds, and you've put together this team a lot better than they were last year. Sitting at 3-0, they had 3 wins all last year. So already catching that mark.
Did we actually only have 3 wins?
Yeah, you only had 3 wins last year.
That's depressing.
As that ball sent to deep right field, Blooper trailing back to the corner. That's going to be a buddy jump. The exciting Whites make a play in the outfield. What's funny is that your lineup isn't really different from last year. They're just playing better, and they're better positioned.
Yeah. Fuck you, Riley.
Brown Critter now going to send that to the outfield. Trailing, Boo's going to make the backhanded grab. Nice play from the left fielder. And the Noah Knights have been shut down through 2 innings. Blooper coming to the plate. Blooper, one of the new age exciting Whites for the Henry Wilds, a 400 hitter. Has 6 hits and 15 attempts. Yeah. You've replaced Colonel Sanders with Boo, a better pitcher, but a called upon pitcher, which may bring trouble with the outfield after Donkey Kong comes into pitch. We have to see how that works. Though if King Boo does come in the game first, it actually there are no problems, as Boo will come in after. It's a bit of a risk reward for the Henry Wilds, but I feel like that's kind of the name of their game is playing a little risky as Freaky Boo comes to the plate. Is going to send that ball to deep center, and Paragooner cannot get there. It'll be a 2-out single to bring up the right fielder, Einstein. Einstein going to send that to deep right. It's off the wall. The shell's going to bounce off the railing. King Boo back into second. And now Dry Bones, the excellent on-base hitter, 500 hitter. Has 2 doubles on the year. And he's going to send that ball to deep left. It's trailing, foul.
Oh my god.
Thank God.
Got a slap now, and that will load the bases. And the man you don't want to see with the bases loaded, 5 stars, bases loaded, star Donkey Kong. On these short fences, he should be able to rake here. And he's going to send that ball a line drive, foul. 2 strikes now. That a disappointing result. A bases loaded ground out to end the inning. It will remain 1-0. Now up the pitcher Stalin.
Dry Bones is edging.
It is. Nice grab by Sands there. Coach Riley, what do you think about this new and improved lineup, their positioning and their rotation in pitching? Did you have any input in this, or is this the work of the manager?
This is the work of Henry.
Okay. Humble, I like it. As that ball is sent to deep left, Boo tracking back to the wall. That's going to be caught.
I think Henry's improving with his positions and where certain characters need to go.
Do you like the look of this team better than last year? Like I said, it's the same players. They just seem to be performing better. Do you agree?
Yes, they're definitely performing.
As that ball caught by Blue Critter. The big difference, of course, is the exciting whites. That outfield, good for a lot of buddy jump home run robberies. The Henry Wilds giving up a little over 8 runs a game. As Gooper Bloopers going to tilt the ship. King Kong going to ground that to the second baseman. Nice grab by Brown Critter. This one of 2 games that will feature all 4 critters. Noah desperately tried to get Blue Critter from Henry. Was unable to, as that's a double for the lone critter on the Wild squad. We'll bring up Sands with 5 stars.
Not happening still, Noah. Even after the game.
Unfortunately, Henry plays very tight with his draft picks, as that is an amazing play by the shortstop, a double play ball to throw out Blue Critter and get the out at first, and it will remain 1-0 as the beginnings of the death lineup coming. Luigi, Critter, Red Critter, and then King K. Every time you go through the lineup, and these 4, technically 5 as you throw in Brown Critter after King K, come to the plate, you get nervous. You clench a little bit more. As they're good for a lot of runs per game. As that ball just out of the reach of the third baseman, Freaky Boo. That trails over the wall, but foul. Generally, if you can get King K with only 1 or 2 men on base, you can limit the damage. And with Red Critter coming to the plate, that's what they look to do. Red Critter, 4 home runs on the year. Blue Critter diving again. Oh, that an unfortunate play. Tried to do the same thing that the Knights did to them last inning. Unable to do so as a starred King K. Rool is going to come to the plate. just over the head of Blue Critter. Not a home run. The POW ineffective against Blooper there, as Luigi's going to score. That's going to make it a 1-1 ball game. Kind of traveled right under the underarm of Blue Critter there. Looked like he had a chance to grab it, but unfortunately just was not quick enough to make the play. With runners at the corners now, it's going to be Brown Critter. Brown Critter, a 522 hitter, 3 doubles, a triple, and a home run on the year. That ball sent to deep left, off the wall, off the railing, sent all the way back to Blooper. It's a long single, 1 run will score. 2-1 Knights.
No, it's downhill.
Noah, all the talk this week has been about the much improved Henry Wilds team, but you're 4-0.
Yes, sir.
It seems like the talk hasn't been on your team like it probably should have been. Why do you think that is? Well, the Knights squad making the championship game last year, you taking over as coach for the semifinal and championship rounds, and then being promoted all the way to manager with Wyatt's retirement. Do you expect to succeed where he could not?
Yes, and more.
Very well.
Oh my gosh.
But that's going to be a Stalin double. Will score a run. It is 3-1 Knights now, as Paragoon are going to hit that into Sands. What a diving grab, a double play. That was PD-esque right there. Blooper now. Blooper playing above his overall, above his abilities, as he continues to get on base, as that's going to drop just between the shortstop and left fielder. You've got Boo and King Boo coming up to the plate next. Boo, no home runs on the year, a double and a triple. That ball caught by Brown Critter, 1 out there. King Boo, on the other hand, 3 home runs this year. Gonna send that ball deep, just late to it. Stalin going to use all his stars to ensure there that the same play that happened last inning will happen again. A nice double play again from the shortstop, as the Wilds have been running themselves out of this game. That was going to be Red Paratroopa. That ball caught by the shortstop. Defensive battle so far here today. Of course, I neglected to mention Donkey Kong coming in to pitch. Donkey Kong for the Henry Wilds, obviously the captain, the starred captain, a 4.39 ERA, as that ball's nearly over the fence, caught by the flying Boo. 2 outs now. Luigi gonna send it to deep left. The center fielder tracking, not gonna get there. It's to the wall. That ball's gone. A home run for Luigi.
You boy.
Not the player you expect to be hitting the home runs. He does have 1 on the year, but generally an on-base hitter is going to expand the lead for the Knights there, make it 4-1. Now it's Critter sending that ball to the outfield. You desperately need to get this out before King K comes to the plate. Red Critter going to send that deep, the same spot Luigi did. Blooper hit by the same exact Cheep, and that is a 2-run shot for Red Critter.
Damn it.
A big 5th inning here for the Noah Knights. 2 outs now for King K. Base is empty for him. That ball caught by King Kong. Nice grab.
Cooper Blooper is not helping me at all.
No, but it will be a very short fence to right field, and Einstein known to push the ball. And we'll do it there. That's a single. Bring up Dry Bones. Oh, that ball caught by Critter. Critter at shortstop, 36 putouts on the year. Is first on the team, one more than the second baseman Brown Critter, as that ball caught by the own exciting outfielders for the Noah Knights. A launched ball to deep center field, or to deep right center, caught by Red Paratroopa. It'll be 4 straight scoreless for the Lazy Man Undeads. Going into the top of the 6th, the Noah Knights look to try and put this game out of reach. Brown Critter leading off. That bobbled by Blue Critter. An error there, and Brown Critter's going to get away with one. To no harm, as Sands is going to make the play there.
Thank you, Sands.
Sands, a surprisingly decent pickup for the Henry Wilds. Pretty much only there for the Blue Critter chemistry. He's batting 400. Has he been yet to, or is yet to have made an error on the year in 27 attempts. So not like there's a lack of sample size there. Doesn't have any extra base hits yet, but looking to improve that part of his game. Beyond that, again, he's been a decent pickup this year.
Right, King Kong.
Stalin still pitching here for the Noah Knights after giving up that first inning blast on the first pitch of the game. He's been excellent since then.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of excellent, so has the Noah Knights defense. We spoke earlier about the defense for the Wilds. Sorry, no, we did speak about the defense for the Knights. We hadn't spoken about the defense for the Wilds, who give up only 5 runs a game. It could be a result of pitching. It could be a result of the fielding. As I said, though, Blue Critter, an excellent, barring his earlier error, and Sands having yet to make an error this year. Both of these teams give up very, very few runs, first and third, respectively, in the league. As Blooper's going to continue the inning here. You had to think whichever team scored early here first would have a solid chance to win the game. And though the Wilds did get the first run, the Knights quickly capitalized and expanded. It's going to be tough sledding coming back here for the Wilds. Bases loaded here, though, for Freaky Boo, with the best chance of the day for the Wilds. Beyond that Donkey Kong 2-out line out to the third baseman, as Freaky Boo going to send that to the corner. It's going to hit a cheap. 1's going to score, 2's going to score, and we're going to have runners at the corners here, 6-3.
Oh, let's go, Freaky Boo.
Freaky Boo, a 2 RBI single there. That will be Freaky Boo's 11th RBI. As Einstein comes to the plate, a 571 hitter. Sends it to left, pretty much the exact same spot. The Boo's going to hide that as Boo's going to score. King Boo rounding third. Freaky Boo going to go all the way home on a 2 RBI double for
my
Einstein.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
And it's been the unexpected here. I suppose King Boo, you would think so, but Donkey Kong with a chance to do practically the same, unable to, but it's Einstein here going to bring 2 home. And now Dry Bones.
Alright, Dry Bones, don't fuck on me, man.
Dry Bones lines it right to
What? I
Red
just
Critter
said
for the
don't
out.
fuck on me, bro. What are you doing?
Hannah,
Whoa.
congratulations. You can be the announcer for the next 30 seconds while I go pee.
What? Bro. Don't put this on my shoulders. What's
You
that
should
guy's
be used
name?
to it. You're a Twitch streamer.
Well, I don't know the names of all these people. Koopa Troopa, is that right?
Yeah, but he has wings.
Oh.
you can
Oh,
compare him.
Paratrooper. Okay, see, I don't know the names. Single for Paratroopa, Trooper, I don't know.
You know
Luigi
this guy.
stares at the ball. Yeah, Luigi, yeah. Oh, double play. Man.
Yes. Get DP'd, Luigi.
Green Critter's gonna smack it far. What? Oh,
Ellie.
okay. Ooh, that looks like it might be a home run.
No!
Uh-oh.
yes!
Oh, that's crazy.
Yes!
Dang.
Jesus.
That half inning brought to you by twitch.tv/Hannah Blunt. Now into the bottom of the 7th after the 7th inning stretch. Donkey Kong, 5 stars, star power, chance to tie this game. As Luigi into pitch. Luigi, an excellent pitcher on the year, 3.31 ERA. That ERA good for 4th among qualified pitchers, as he's going to use a ton of star pitches there to hopefully strike out the opposing captain. Not on this one. Donkey Kong going to take the simple slap hit. The boo means that'll be a single. It was a single already. Donkey Kong batting .625, much better than last year. Donkey Kong batting .313, worse than last year. Looking to turn that around, as he's been one of the easier outs in the lineup here.
What happened to you, King Kong?
King Kong last year, a star second baseman, has been replaced in that role. Given to Sands, you would think rightfully so based on the results, but potentially doing damage to his psyche or his mental, as an error there by Critter means the inning will continue. So Blue Critter making the error on Critter's ball, and Critter making the error on Blue Critter's ball. A little bit of a 1-2 there, as that ball lined to center field, and the game's going to remain 6-5 Knights here in the top of the 8th.
Fuck, bro. Fuck.
We had a game looking just like this earlier in the week. The Justin Fireballs defeating the Hannah Spitballs by a score of 8-7.
Why are we bringing this up again?
Well, it was a very close game for most of it. This exact 6-5 score. As Blooper, the exciting Whites again gonna make the play. One big change, of course, Logan currently 2-2. Obviously, his first game coming before he had his current lineup, but potentially missing his exciting Whites. Brown Critter going to send that ball to deep right. Blooper not there to make the play. It's going to be a long single. But the exciting Whites definitely benefiting the Henry Wilds. Henry sitting at 3-0. Of course, the way the league is set up, Logan does get to share... Sorry, Logan currently 3-2. My apologies, not 2-2. But the way the league is set up, Logan gets to share a division with the floundering Harrison Lips, who are currently 5-0, and the Irian Monarchs, who are struggling to this point at 1-3. Of course, that means Harrison's 0-5.
Yeah, you said 5-0.
Oh, well, might be.
I was wondering. I was like, wait, what?
I was trying to give him something, maybe like a second of fleeting hope, but no. So Logan, of course, looking to be a top 3 seed there, as he has a pretty easy run to it. No offense to the teams in that division, but getting to play them twice a year
That
and
was a fucking fast ball.
getting to play them twice a year, it's difficult. As King K coming to pitch, a 24 ERA, has not been great this year. Has the fast fastball, not much else. But going back to that conversation, the Henry Wilds having to share a division with the Noah Knights and also the Taylor Monsters, who this year, sorry, the Taylor Rookies, who this year are not as scary as they were last year. But Henry a much tougher schedule is what I'm trying to say. It's okay. Einstein, the hero of 2 innings ago, going to send that ball to center field. You've got runners on first and second for Drybones. We've been saying how good he is at getting on base. If he can continue that, bases would be loaded for Donkey Kong. Or he's going to try to do it himself. That ball sends deep left. Paragooner there. Paratroopa. Green Paratroopa going to make the play. Drybones tried to get it all there and was unable to, as the score remains 6-5. Just a terrible break there if you're a Henry Wilds fan. I have not heard from Noah in quite some time. Perhaps biting his nails, getting a little nervous about the result of this game, as you're going to have both Paratroopas coming up to the plate. First and second in this inning. Ball sent to left. Boo can't get there. This would be an excellent turn of events for the Knights if Green Paratroopa could get on base here, avoid the double play. You would have quite a good set of players coming up next with no outs, and that's exactly what's going to happen. You have Luigi up to the plate, no outs, runners on first and second. Things are not looking good for the Wilds. Donkey Kong was ever going to use his stars, now would be the time. He's refused to this game.
He's throwing a couple suckers.
Ball sent to deep left, just foul. What a lucky break for the Wilds. 2 strikes. Now would definitely be the time. Instead, going to throw a changeup, and we're going to see the bases loaded here.
Oh my goodness, this is not good.
Not good at all. Critter to the plate. Donkey Kong still refusing to throw a star pitch here. And is going to pay for it as Blooper cannot get to that ball in center field. Everyone held up. Boo going to throw it home. Looks like it's going to be a close play at the plate. Safe. 2 runs going to cross the plate. 8-5 now.
I forget that it's just automatic for that.
It doesn't have to be. I've proposed the change to make it 50-50. Some of the managers have been against that.
Who's been against it? I'd rather it be 50-50. Fuck
yeah.
this.
It's something to bring up in the Discord if you want to make that change. Until the change is brought about by someone other than the league commissioner, there's not really anything that can be done. Hasn't gained the traction that it needs to. As Freaky Boo going to come into pitch, the outfield going to remain intact, thankfully. Red Critter going to send that to deep left. That ball caught by Boo. It's deep enough, though, for Luigi to go home. That'll be an RBI sacrifice fly for Red Critter. That'll make it a 4-run game, and not the 9th inning that you hope to see if you were a Wilds fan. You had hope, the first 2 batters being kind of the weak links for the Knights. That ball absolutely belted to center. That's going to make it a 6-run lead.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
crazy.
but you had a really, really solid chance of getting out of this inning with minimal damage, and both paratroopers getting on base, Luigi getting on base, and from that point, you know, it's over. When it rains, it pours. A 6-run deficit now after the Wilds fought so hard to cut it to 1.
What the?
Oh.
And this is a monsoon. As Stalin comes to the plate, 1 out, runner on first. Runners on first and third. Things going from bad to worse for this Wilds team, and unfortunately not looking to get any better. Unless Blue Critter there can make a nice play, which he will. Turn 2. So, this task, a lot harder than it was 1 inning ago. 6-run deficit here for the Wilds they're going to have to overcome, but at least you have the man to do it here starting first, Donkey Kong. It'll be a slap single, will be a very deep slap single. Definitely could have made it if he wanted to. King Kong now, 5 stars.
Playing it safe.
So King K. Rool, as I said, a 24.5 ERA. That ball from King Kong slapped right at the shortstop. Not really the guy you want to bring in, but showing off today, I will say. As that fastball is a slideshow. Blue Critter will continue the game. Sands now. Yeah, that will be the end of the game there. Sands grounding out to the second baseman. A final score of 11-5, not telling the full story, as this game was a nail-biter through and through.
What a terrible fucking last game. God, that was awful.
Brown Critter going to be MVP here. Einstein player of the game for the Henry Wilds. Not expecting to see that. But as you can see, a couple innings of scoring here. The 4th, 5th, and 9th for the Noah Knights. But Henry, scoring in just 2 innings, and the one big inning being cut short. After such a meteoric rise this year, this has to be a disappointing result.
It is.
And Noah, you continue your reign of dominance, now up to 5-0 in the league, in the Central, first place in the league. And one thing to keep in mind is that 5-0, obviously good enough for a playoff spot. Very, very likely good enough for a playoff spot here, as 4 teams at 1-3 or worse. You have to be thrilled with having your path sort of set up now. Taylor not really a threat, and you have the win over your divisional foe and the 1.5 game lead. Is there going to be any foot on the gas, continue all the way through, or can you take it easy?
No, it's pedal to the metal.
All right. Well, an 11-5 final score here. The Noah Knights pull away late over the Henry Wilds, and if you come back here in 3 minutes, we will have the Alex Monkeys taking on the Taylor Rookies. I hope to see you there.